Chapter 54. Decorating the baby's room. After searching for the blue flower in the grove for 3 days, he still couldn't find it. Brother, what should we do? Should we keep looking? Forget it. Let's ask everyone to come back. Here we go. The team captain blew the whistle and told everyone to scatter and look for their teammates. It's been 3 days, and we still haven't found it. I guess we can't find it anymore. Let's go hunting. If we come across any prey on the road, we can hunt it down. Chun Qingzhou said, looking up at the forest. Brother. The group went down the mountain in a mighty procession. They hunted a lot of prey, including rabbits and pheasants. It was already evening 2 days later when they arrived at the base. Gunwan didn't know when Chun Qingzhou would come, so she went to bed early without waiting for him. Chun Qingzhou tiptoed into the bedroom, saw the person sleeping soundly on the bed with a happy face, and took his pajamas and took a shower. Gunwan was awakened by the sound of water, just as Chun Qingzhou came out of the shower. I rubbed my eyes. I missed Chun Qingzhou so much that I had such a beautiful dream late at night. A picture of a handsome man coming out of the bath, with bronze and solid muscles, 8-pack abs, strong arms, and dripping hair. Even his long eyelashes had small water droplets. The bathroom door was filled with mist, and this handsome man came out of the mist. Oh my God! This is too embarrassing. Chun Qingzhou saw that Gunwan was looking at him, raised the corners of his mouth, and walked to the bed. How come Mrs. Chen doesn't recognize Lao Shi after not seeing him for a few days? When will you come? Chun Qingzhou looked at Gunwan with a smile. Wipe your saliva first. Gunwan really wiped her saliva subconsciously. Where does the saliva come from? It's disgusting. Ha 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 ha. How can the madam be so cute? Chun Qingzhou sat on the edge of the bed and pinched Gunwan's face. Don't move. Gunwan waved his hand away. I'm not going to tease you anymore. I just came here. Have you eaten? You must have had a hard time on this trip. I've eaten. It's not hard. I just didn't find the flower I found last time. Chun Qingzhou was a little disappointed. I didn't find it. There are so many more on the surface. Gunwan was a little surprised. That's right. I guess it was a great opportunity that we found it last time. 2. But we brought a lot of rabbits, pheasants, and other game. That's too much. I'm just worried about how to get those rabbits out of the space. The rabbits have multiplied a lot. Yes, you can secretly take these out and put them in the breeding farm in the future. I have talked to Chen Shu, and we have also set up a breeding farm in the back mountain. Hey old man, you're awesome. Gunwan hugged Chun Qingzhou's neck and kissed him on the face. Just one kiss is not enough. Chun Qingzhou lowered his head and kissed Gunwan's lips. Ah. After the kiss, Gunwan felt dizzy, but Chun Qingzhou was not very happy. I'm going to take a bath. Haha, you little brat, let me show off to you. Gunwan shouted from behind. Chun Qingzhou stuck his head out of the bathroom door and pointed at Gunwan's belly. If it weren't for those 3 little guys, I would have dealt with you. A good night's sleep. The next day, the aunt made breakfast. Gunwan had not been in the kitchen since the aunt came on vacation. This aunt's cooking was quite delicious. The aunt used to run a restaurant. The end of the world has come. The man in the family has died. She has 2 sons. The eldest son has superpowers and is in the 3rd team. The younger son has been in poor health since childhood, but he is a student and now teaches in school. Gunwan said that she wanted to find an aunt to cook. The aunt next door recommended her an aunt. The salary was 3 crystals a month. Money was not much in the end of the world, but crystals were valuable. They could be used to improve superpowers. She would give the money she earned to the eldest son, so she agreed. Honey, let's decorate the baby's room today. I've prepared all the materials. Yeah. Chun Qingzhou became interested when he heard the word baby room. It was indeed time to prepare a baby room. Gunwan's due date was approaching. He had asked the doctor before the end of the world, and he knew that if Gunwan was pregnant with triplets, she would be born prematurely. After dinner, Chun Qingzhou and Gunwan started to clean up the baby room. In fact, Gunwan was sitting and directing Chun Qingzhou to clean up. Chen Qingzhou assembled the 3 small beds in the baby room with a lot of banging. The small wardrobe was already assembled, so he washed and dried all the clothes that Gunwan took out and hung them in the wardrobe. I also put a single bed in the room so that it would be more convenient to take care of the baby while he sleeps alone. Gunwan felt that there was still some space, so she found a small storage cabinet with a table and used it to store milk powder, bottles, milk warmers, kettles, and other things. I remember there was something else I wanted, but I can't remember it. It's okay. Take your time to think about it. There's no rush. The 2 of them watched the baby's room being cleaned up, feeling sweet in their hearts. Chen Qingzhou touched Gunwan's belly. 3 little guys, your father and I have already cleaned up your room. You are welcome to stay here. The 3 little guys seemed to understand and moved a little. Gunwan and Chen Qingzhou smiled at each other. Chapter 55 Military District Invitation. Chen Shua built another farm in the back mountain to raise the rabbits, pheasants, and other animals that Chen Qingzhou and his friends brought back. Rabbits have strong reproductive ability. In just a few days, the big rabbits gave birth to more than a dozen little rabbits. At night, when everyone was asleep, Gunwan secretly took out some of the little rabbits from the space. She didn't dare to take more for fear of arousing suspicion. When there are more rabbits on the farm, she can take more without being discovered. Chen Qingzhou said that the space-grown vegetables and fruits were too conspicuous to be taken out. When Gunwan gave birth to a baby, she could plant a greenhouse in the back mountain and move the space-grown seedlings out. Yeah, why didn't I think of this method? You're smart. Thank you for the compliment. Gunwan glanced at him. Then what are you waiting for? Go and help me build a greenhouse. I'll do it in the next 2 days. There are too many things in the space. I haven't planted anything recently, Gunwan said as she was about to go out to the back mountain. Okay, don't worry. Frightened Chen Qingzhou hurried over to help her. The 2 of them arrived at the back mountain, and Gunwan chose a place. Chen Qingzhou then asked people to help cultivate the land and build a greenhouse. With strength in numbers, they finished it in 1 day. During dinner, Chen Shu heard that her sister-in-law was going to the back hill to plant vegetables. Chen was surprised and said, Sister-in-law, you are going to the back hill to plant vegetables. Yes, I will be a vegetable farmer in the future. Brother, you agreed to this too. Chen Shu looked at her sister-in-law, who was full of fighting spirit, and then looked at her brother, who had a calm face. He really couldn't understand why his brother loved his sister-in-law so much that he let her grow vegetables. I agree. Your sister-in-law is bored. Let her do whatever she likes. Okay, but the vegetables grown in the sister-in-law's space are indeed delicious. Even the vegetables in the back mountain that are watered by the stream are tastier than before. Yes, in the future, sister-in-law will grow seedlings in the space and then plant them in the greenhouse. The vegetables will taste better. Yeah, ever since you guys came here, the impurities in the bodies of the people in the base have obviously decreased, and their tempers have become much more easygoing. Take it slow. I'm thinking about how to improve the water source. Once the water source is improved, the impurities can be completely removed. Chen Shua was also thinking. The water used in the base now is contaminated. Even after filtering, it still contains impurities. That's a problem. Last time, Han Xiaomei and her friends went into the mountains to collect herbs and found a spring, but it was too far away. How could they divert it down? If they could divert it down, my sister-in-law could put the stream water in. How far is the mountain spring from here? I don't know exactly. I have to go there again and measure it to find out. Aha. There's no rush for this. I have something to discuss right now. The military district has sent us an invitation, asking us to go there tomorrow to discuss something important. Oh, it's from Sean. Yes. Chen Qingzhou thought about it. The military district also helped in building the hospital and the pharmaceutical factory. He could go and see what they wanted to do. I'll go with you tomorrow. That's great. To be honest, I'm quite afraid of Sean. He's full of murderous intent. I'm not afraid anymore with you around. You are useless. You are also the leader of the base and the overlord of a region. Hee. Chen Shu scratched his head. Sean is a soldier, leading so many people. He must have a strong aura. You don't have to be afraid of him. He is not an enemy. I just got a little touch. The next day, Chun Qingzhou accompanied Chen Shu to the military district. It was still the same as before the end of the world, with a tall and majestic gate. There were guards at the door, and the soldiers' training slogans could be heard in the distance. Chun Shua stepped forward and took out Shan's invitation letter. The guard saluted and let them into the compound. After entering, a guide car took them to the office building.